A Sarawakian MP has dismissed claims that national oil company Petronas retains 95% of oil and gas revenue from East Malaysia, describing them as unfounded and a distortion of the country's petroleum fiscal regime. Chiew Choon Man said such claims did not reflect the realities of the operational costs and business risks involved in offshore petroleum exploration and production, the Borneo Post reported. He said between 70% and 80% of ONG revenue would be used to fund operations from offshore exploration up to production. Of the remaining 20% to 30%, about 5% would be directly channeled to the respective state governments, while another 5% would go to the federal government, he said. Chiew said a portion of the remaining 10% to 20% revenue was shared with Petronas' production-sharing partners and further reduced by incidental costs, with the remainder going to the federal government through dividends and taxes for nation building. He said he was dismayed that learned officials and politicians continued to make sweeping claims without fact-checking, adding that Sarawak's struggle for a just share should be based on truth rather than distorted facts. His remarks came 2 days after former Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli said Petronas' profit margins from ONG projects were only around 10% to 15% after accounting for heavy development costs and dividend payouts. Rafizi was responding to Sarawak government legal advisor J.C. Fong, who reportedly said Petronas had taken 95% of the state's ONG business for the past 5 decades. Danish Raja Reza, FMT.